What's good, everybody? Welcome to another episode of RMP Podcast, giving you opinions on topics you've never asked for. I'm your host, PLAX. I'm here with my co-host, Rick. Rick, how you doing today, man?
It's doing all right. As you can tell, we've been changing the set a lot.
Yeah, moving around a lot, yeah.
3 to 4 days. But as you can see, we're doing it because we're doing something special once again. We got some stars of the city showing up.
Yes, sir.
They want to talk with us. I don't know why, but we just been bringing them in. I don't know what we're doing.
Like I said in the last one, we moving on up. That's what it is.
That's what it is. That's what I like to hear.
So we are here with the Levi crew. Is that okay if I call y'all the Levi crew? Is that all right? So we are here with the creator of the film Levi, Khalil Carr. We are here with the director of the film Levi, Eula Banks, and one of the actors, Darius Whou Foster. Let's get a round of applause.
Y'all want to introduce yourselves? I know we went down the line, but if there's any, AKAs that want to throw out, any side names, anything like that.
I don't have an AKA, but yes, I am Khalil Carr. Thank you for that introduction. Definitely dope.
Yes, sir.
This great creative team I have over here, great friends, So yeah, go ahead, Eula.
Why do her like that?
I'm Eula. I'm the director of Levi.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Star of the show. So.
Well, I'm Whou, second lead actor of the movie.
Okay.
I play Nico, but that was a great introduction, man.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
that's the first time I've ever got that.
That was dope, bro. You did it.
So first off, before we get into it, how are y'all doing today? How y'all
Doing good.
Pretty
Y'all
good.
feeling all right?
Nice.
It was nice today.
I'm tired. It was nice.
Yeah.
It was nice. Now that you said it, it was nice.
It was a nice day.
I'm tired as hell, man.
I'd be like that, yeah.
Yeah.
I got off of work and came right to set all this up, so that's what we on
that.
today.
Working
That's
hard.
that, yeah.
Be like that.
It's that grind.
So, without further ado, let's get into it. Now, first question: what is Levi the Film about? If you guys don't mind telling us, giving us a brief little synopsis.
Why are you looking at
Creator,
me?
director, somebody got to tell us something.
I mean, okay. So I'm keep it short and simple. If you guys want kind of like more in depth, we do have the synopsis posted on the Levi the Film page on Instagram. So check that
Link
out
in the description.
if y'all
Check
need
it
it.
out.
Make sure y'all follow too, cause
Traction.
you know what I mean.
Yes,
We're getting there. Everything you need to know: trailers, posters, singles, soundtrack.
Ooh.
But but anyway, yeah. So Levi is basically about a kid who is trying to fix and I want to say fix. What's the word I'm looking for?
Like,
He's just trying to get out of what his father was doing. Yeah.
Okay.
And so he's trying to like protect his family basically. But there's a whole bunch of twists and turns, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not trying to give nothing away.
yeah, that's another thing is that when I writing a synopsis, I'm like, do I say everything or do I keep it basic? And I kept it real general. It's just living a double life. He's at home, trying to protect his mom, trying to make he's trying to be a kingpin. He's trying to be up there. He young though. He feel like he tough, but then he's going to school. He got to keep it low key, And then he got his smart ass friends who like. I'm sorry, I cussed.
You good.
Hey, you're good. You're good.
That's the nicest thing anybody.
He got some nosy friends who's trying to dibble and dabble around his business and trying to figure out more about him. And it's kind of basically, do I keep the business safe or do I keep the people I love safe? Which is more important to me, my father legacy or the people around me? You know what I mean? Do I care about them that much? That they're friends and that's my mom, or do I care about, all right, I got to make this money and my dad will be proud of me type time. You get what I mean?
That's deep. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, look, see?
Yeah, see?
That's it right there. If that don't sell you on it, I don't know what you be watching.
Well, first off, you gotta go
Coco
see
Melon.
it before you gotta go see it. That's just it. But
Oh, yeah, we keeping track.
Gotta go see it.
And May 21st, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay.
If y'all not there,
We gonna know.
just know we gonna know.
We gonna
Better
know.
be there.
Yeah. Are you guys gonna do multiple showings or is it just one showing? How are you guys gonna do it?
Well, yeah, so we're gonna try to do multiple showings after the very first initial one.
Okay.
But we're still kind of in the works of that. Everything's getting played out and planned out right now. So, but right now for sure, May 21st is gonna be the big opening day.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Red carpet.
Calendars.
And so we're super excited, but we're definitely gonna try to do more after the fact because I know that a lot of people may or may not be able to make it. You know, people have
Yeah.
other lives. Like, I'm not
Right.
saying you drop everything, but you should.
Drop
but
everything.
you know what I mean?
Drop everything and go see Levi.
We give you 3-4 months, so you better drop everything.
Might as well
Hey, you
just
say
drop
you give
everything.
us the date one more time, May 21st.
May 21st.
May
That's
21st.
that's the goal. We're in talk with 2 theaters right now. The North Park Theater and Riviera Theater. It's basically we're just trying to figure out logistics and stuff and how we can actually solidify what they'll allow. If they'll allow performance, if they'll allow this, allow that. Just going more in depth with
Because
them.
it's gonna be a
It's
movie.
gonna be an event. It's
A
different.
movie.
Yeah, I mean, but it's definitely gonna be an event. There's gonna be some dope stuff after and like before, you know. So we're super excited to just bring, you know what I'm saying, more to that.
So guys, what you guys gave us a little. You didn't give us everything, but you gave us a little brief synopsis of what Levi is about. But what inspired Levi? That's more so for Khalil, I guess.
Yeah. So, my co-writer and co-producer Tiana, who's not here right now, we first thought about Levi because I live in Buffalo like everybody else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We just it's not a
Buffalo
lot of
kids.
it's not a lot of stuff in Buffalo. You know, especially as an actor, I'm like I have no opportunity. I'm doing auditions for this in California, this in New York City. And I'm not getting them. I auditioned for Euphoria before, and I'm like, you know, I auditioned for a lot of other Netflix shows and HBO shows, and I'm just like, why am I not getting them? I feel like I'm just good at acting, and the opportunity's not there. So something clicked and was like, we got to make your own opportunity. I saw some of the interviews, and they're like, if you don't have an opportunity, you have to make your own opportunity.
Yes, sir.
So I said, let me write a film. Let me write a movie. And my friend was like, You feel like that's something you want to do? I'm like, I'm dead serious. We wrote a film, and by the time, a few months later, I got 3 people hired. I'm like, oh, wait, I just hired a director, assistant director. I can't turn back now.
Yeah, I gotta go now. Yeah,
This is
I
real.
gotta
So
go now. Yeah.
the inspiration was definitely just opportunity, and I think it's going to be better I feel like it's going to be so much better for what's after the fact. After the movie, I think it's going to grow a community that we didn't have when acting, with opportunities, with jobs. That's my goal. I'm trying to even speak to the mayor. We're doing so much stuff like bigger than just Levi. It's about really bringing more eyes to Buffalo, bringing more eyes to creatives at our age, because a lot of people control stuff at an older, like 40s, 50s, they're older. Like a lot of famous Buffalo rappers are in their 40s and 50s and 30s, and you know, we're young, you know what I mean? And we don't get those opportunities because we don't know them. So my inspiration is not only was that, but my inspiration is for opportunity in the future. So that was my basic inspiration for creating the movie Levi. If that was too much.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
You're good.
Have you found any challenges in kind of making deciding to make your own path in terms of I guess getting support in terms of locations, funding, people willing to be extras and stuff?
Absolutely. We just went through the whole list of everything we When it comes to funding, I funded everything out of pocket. I didn't have any support with that. Even though Eula and Ty and Tommy also dabbled in funding when it came to catering and other stuff and supporting us at that point. But I did fund majority of the movie. Didn't have support in that, but that's fine. I didn't expect people to help me out with that. Secondly, when it comes to just support from the communities and stuff, they didn't take us serious. So we're young, we're black. You know what I mean? Let's keep it real. We gotta be transparent. We gotta be real. We're young and black. Nobody just about to open up. Oh, you can use our camera. You can use this. You can use it. Absolutely not. They're not going to do that. So you have to really just be delusional, and I think that's what we were. We were so delusional, and we were like, we found locations the day of filming.
Oh wow.
Tommy would.
Shout out Tommy.
Shout out Tommy.
Tommy was on that.
He would wake up. Mind you, we go to sleep at 3 in the morning.
Just to be on set.
I would go to sleep at 3 in the morning because I'm the actor. I gotta get sleep. This mug be
Me
up
and Tommy be up till 4 a.m.
Yeah.
They wake up.
We up at 7 a.m.
Yo, we gotta at 8. We gonna be at the cafe that we just found. How did I do? You know what I mean? It was like that. And those are the obstacles we face. Extras as well. If you want to tell that story about the extras, bro.
Yeah, I do. Cause and I hope y'all see this.
Y'all about to hear some stuff about.
Because let me tell y'all
about the whole
something.
production.
Okay, let me tell y'all something. So basically, there's a party scene in the movie, and we needed obviously bodies. We needed extras.
Yep.
we got all these people like,
30 people
like
signed
30
up.
people.
And let me guess, half of them didn't show up.
None of them.
Nobody
None
showed
of
up.
There we go.
None of them showed
There we
up.
go. Yeah.
Zero.
None of them.
0 for 30.
We were calling friends, family.
And they pulled up.
Khalil friends pulled up. It's like we made it work. We made it
Darius
look like it was
pulled up,
Darius and like his group and his friends pulled up. Like we had people pull up for 30 minutes. Like I mean, shout out to them people because they really did it like
Last
as a
minute.
a favor for us, and we really were appreciative. But everybody that said they was gonna come did not come.
No.
And it was like
crazy.
we started filming. Well, we were supposed to film at like starting at 8, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't start filming until like 2, 1,
Yeah.
1 p.m., 2 p.m.
And if you want to put it into perspective, as the producer, that is a problem.
It's
Oh, that's very
money.
bad.
That is
That's
money.
very bad.
It's
Time is
money.
expensive.
Yeah.
You got
So
the camera
then
and the sound
you got-
person
yeah.
sitting around.
You paying
Not doing
motherfuckers to
nothing.
chill, and we
Yeah.
We did everything we could though. We did like
We
little
did.
scenes that didn't require anybody. And once we ran out of that,
Yeah,
it was
it
like.
was-
But then once people said they was pulling up, they really came through.
they pulled up, and we got it going.
We made it happen. Shoot, I know it's gonna look good, but
Is
it was a struggle.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a struggle even to find like crew with like sound and like PAs. Like people were reading the script and not texting us back. Like and so like it was
because it's not like I said, and the Buffalo film is predominantly white.
Yeah.
It's predominantly white.
Absolutely.
So you send a
and
script to them, and
older heads,
you
people
see-
who went to college.
Yeah.
They don't. You know what I'm saying? They followed that path. Like
Yeah.
they went to college.
They
They
did it
spent
the
5
right way,
years.
yeah, the
You know
right
what I'm
way,
saying?
yeah.
Doing this and they had and whatever. And I'm like,
Nothing
I
spontaneous.
graduated performing arts high school. Like, and I love to do film. Like, you know what I'm saying? I have this much information. So like, they're not willing to like open those doors. It's really a tight knit community. Like, I don't think
Well,
a lot
white
of people know
ain't
that.
gonna do that anyway for black people.
Yeah.
Which is why.
Like pulling teeth.
I mean,
It depends. You have to show them because I feel like now after the movie is finished, our DMs are flooded. Not flooded, but like people want to work with us. They want to do this. They want direction. They want production. Somebody want me to invest in this TV show. They want to do people are pitching things to me. And it's people that I also reached out to prior. So it's like, and I don't want it to be weird because I'm sure whoever's listening is going to be like, damn, you talking about me? But for real, for like,
Hey, he didn't say no
I
names.
gotta
If it
keep it a
fit,
buck, man.
and I'm sure
if the
you
shoe
did
fit,
too.
wait.
Like, we went from wanting people for them to be wanting us because after the fact.
But I mean, also like it was kind of like I don't think a lot of people thought we was gonna finish it. And so now once we did
That's
it
what
and we're
people
doing all
think,
this promotion and gaining all this traction, and now we got Love the Genius doing a single for people
Now
are like,
everybody's
oh,
flocking towards it,
you know what I mean? So, but I mean, it is what it is. I knew that was gonna happen. It happens with anything that you do. Once you prove and do exactly what you say you was gonna do, the people come crawling.
And I think that's just a Buffalo issue in a way because I've been on sets and worked on different stuff and people say they gonna do something, they don't do it. Shooting party scenes and half the people don't come. And
That's what these is from.
that's what those is from. It just seemed like a Buffalo issue. People want to throw their name in the hat, but then they don't want to do the work.
I think it's an industry issue. I think anything that you do creatively in the industry, like people want to like be a part of it, but only if it's gonna
Actually
benefit
benefit them.
Yeah.
And it's like, I mean, the extras, they weren't getting paid, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like we had food. We had drinks.
We had Chick-fil-A.
But then,
y'all.
We had Chick-fil-A, you know what I mean? But I mean,
you might have found some investors. They got money. God
They
damn.
definitely set the tone. We never was hungry on set.
Yeah, see, look.
See?
We be starving.
Yeah, we be starving. We don't.
Like,
I mean,
that's
that's an important part of, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're,
15-hour days, we gotta feed.
You gotta feed them.
especially if you want them to do what you want them to do, you know what I'm saying?
But
So.
then the thing is too, if you agree to do something, whether you getting paid or not, you
should follow through.
You should follow.
I mean,
through.
I think a lot of
You know
people
what
have commitment issues when it comes to stuff that's not theirs.
Yeah.
So like I could have easily half-heartedly directed this film,
Yeah.
but I took this film like I wrote this. Shit. You know what I mean? Like I once he was like, "Oh, you want to do this?" I said yes immediately. I didn't even read the script. I read like 3 pages and I was like, I'm in.
Fuck it, I'm in it.
And then I got Tommy in it, and then we got the ball rolling. The next time I talked to Khalil, we had dates for auditions. He's like, wait a minute. I'm like, I'm ready to go.
And
like,
I love
you know what I
that
mean?
though, 'cause
So
I'm ready to get
we got the
this
ball
going.
rolling instantly. And so, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like if you love to do the shit, it don't matter if it's yours or not.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So
Exactly. So you kind of gave us the motivation behind Levi a little bit, but what message are you trying to convey with the film, would you say?
Well, I don't know.
You don't know. Hey,
well, no, I was just asking.
Yeah, entertaining story.
This is basic.
Is it just
basically
to
entertainment.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
It's
Come
not
on,
like,
just because we black, it don't got to be a message behind
Hey,
it.
I'm just asking to see.
It's, the movie, the writing itself doesn't have a message. Like it's not like oh that's deep.
Yeah.
But it's like I think just
It's
the
an
journey, just
entertaining
the
story,
journey.
yeah.
I think the journey is the best part. I think of this movie, the creation of it and the aftermath of it.
Yeah.
What do you think, Darius?
I think it was really, really good. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like the message, a lot of people is gonna be able to relate to it because a lot of people live double lives. Like you know what I'm saying? Everybody got a, you know what I'm saying, a reality that they present to you and then a reality that they resort to. Like, you know, so it's always gonna be double sided. That's the whole thing with life. So, you know, it's so relatable. And you know, we shot it right in the hood, so it's like everybody who is from the town, like y'all gonna be in awe because it's gonna be like, I always think about it like this since I got on the set and I was acting in the movie. I was watching some interviews with John Reese Witherspoon, I believe it is, from Friday and stuff, and they was broke. They was broke as hell shooting that movie.
They was $10K budget.
Yeah,
they was really
if
like
you watch it. There's not that many locations.
Yeah, like,
they
and I never thought of it like that. Like anything that popped on my TV screen, I thought it was official. I thought it was like, you know what I'm saying, like these high rollers.
They made it official.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like after the movie dropped, like, you know what I'm saying, the shit went crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying. So it's like I get that same feeling for like this movie right here.
I feel like Friday ain't have a message either.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I was making that joke, but I feel like a lot of people want stuff to be deep, especially from our community, even from people in our community. It's like it gotta have something, or you're not really doing nothing. But I feel like sometimes, you know, a story is a story. Like as long as you enjoying the story as it's happening and
like
you're invested in it.
Like with music, as long as you enjoying it. That's all.
You don't always gotta tell them, like, you know, like, oh my god, like this solving all black people problems. Like, I'm tired of that.
So I know you guys talked about the extras a little bit and some of the people that might have been in and out, but tell us about some of the other actors in the film and how like that experience was just on set. Like what was that like?
You want me to start?
Like, as an actor,
from an actor,
anybody can go. Yeah,
from an
actor standpoint, I feel like it was a real experience. You know, everybody was coming there. They was like, you know what I'm saying, whether they had a past of acting, whether this was their first time doing it, like, you know what I'm saying. Everybody, when they got there, it was like everything that you thought you knew was out the window. Like, you know what I'm saying. So it was real nice because we was all growing at kind of like the same pace. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not like one person was just like acting their ass off and like everybody else trying to keep up. It's like, nah, we all was like, you know what I'm saying? Eula really, she was on it. Like, you know what I'm saying? We on it. We retaking shit.
Cause
like,
she's
for real,
the GOAT.
Like, she's making sure that these angles and these shots is clear and, you know what I'm saying, presentable and it makes sense. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like she really wasn't taking no bullshit from nobody. It didn't matter what your past criteria
your background was.
Yeah, so it was just like, okay.
Cycle like this. But what makes her unique is that I learned this is Eula is an actor's director. So there's a director that cares about the shot. Sometimes there's a director that it's different directors, but an actor director is somebody that cares about the performance of the actors. And so like, say all the lines were good, the shot was there, she cut. I didn't like that, and we all like, what? What do you mean? Like we've been here for like 3 hours. Well, you keep saying it like this, and it's supposed to be like this, and I needed to say it like this because it would not make sense. And we're like, damn, like I just got these lines right. You talking about some?
Listen, but she the director.
Like,
That's the bottom line.
Like it wasn't the shot as a whole. Maybe it was more about like the way the character delivered it. Like maybe they should have been feeling a certain way.
Why you walk like that? Cut. Why you walking like that? You just pissed me off. Why you walk like that? Do that again. Like you been like we don't got time to be playing. I'm not playing. Remember I ran? You're like, why are you running like that? Like,
Yo, because he ran. No. To my defense, he ran. It was
zesty.
It was zesty.
She was like that. She's like
zesty. She's like sus run. If you
she was like that. She said why? So he just run like that. Do that again. And when I punched him,
I mean, this was my first feature film directing. So it was a little bit different. I mean, it was a lot more like, obviously, like I know what it like goes into movies, but it's different once you really do it. Something of that length. I've only done short films, so it was different, but it was fun, and you know, like it really I grew a lot and I learned a lot. I mean, this is the only way I'm gonna really learn and become the best version of what I want to be. Right. So it was crazy, but I am a no nonsense, and then I fool around at the same time. Like there'll be times on set where like I'll be so serious and like I'll not yell, but I'll get stern with somebody, and then I sit here and crack a joke. Everybody looking at me like I'm crazy, and they don't want to laugh because they don't know if they should laugh or not.
She just called
and
dumb
I'm like,
motherfuckers.
she called all type of stupid motherfuckers. Yeah, she ain't say that.
I didn't call it stupid.
Now, Khalil, you created the story. How did it feel like? Because some people write films and then they act in them. How did it feel like giving that away to Eula in a way? Like
he didn't. It was
your. He didn't. Oh, okay.
I gave it away.
He didn't give it away.
So
he a liar.
Oh well.
I think.
Let's let him explain.
I'm just playing.
I gave Eula all creative direction for the project. But I think what kind of like made it kind of feel like okay, because as executive producer and a director, in any set they always collide. They always collide because I'm the writer. I'm seeing it this way. Eula interpretation is this way. So we may not always have and that's normal. I found out that was normal from the guy on set. He was like, I was like, I gotta stop. We gotta stop arguing because sometimes me and Eula be like, Khalil, that makes no sense. Why is that in there? Like I'm cutting that out, and I'm like, don't cut that out. That's good. And then I'm like, and I was on break, and then the sound guy was like, that is normal. Like directors and executive producers go like that every set. And it's important to do that because if Eula is by herself and she's shooting ideas to a bunch of yes men, like who work for her, they're gonna be like, yeah, that's great.
No, it's perfect.
And then we're gonna keep going. Whereas if somebody who's on almost the same level as her, we're gonna be able to have those conversations about ideas.
And if people just saying yes, you might not be getting the best possible
end product.
Yeah,
because they work for her. If you saying no to the, you know what I mean? It's more like.
Especially the actors. But I mean, like.
But in a way, that's what you want, though. You want people to kind of, not overly.
Yeah, but you.
Well, you want people to be able to filter it out. I mean, I do as much as I can to myself. Like, I'll be like, oh, let's do this. It's going to be great. And then I'll see it. I'm like, that was trash. We're going to go back to original. But me and Khalil.
There were scenes where she would look back. I didn't like we'll do a whole day of it. I swear to God, we did this like twice. One of the actors had a monologue. And we thought we was done filming. We're like, woo. We look on the call sheet that's back on there. I'm like, I thought we did that already. Oh, I did not like that. I said, what? Remember Rosa in the Delaware Park?
Oh, yeah.
You know, we're doing that
we had to redo it.
Mind you, we was there for like an hour. Like,
it'd be like that, you know? I want to make sure that we have the right one. But me and Khalil did butt heads a little bit. A lot of bit on set. I remember one time we were shooting in a warehouse and I kicked him out of the... Well, so...
If you're not acting in the scene, leave.
The thing is, like, at that point where we were a little bit pressed for time. Like, a lot of stuff was happening. And so we were all very, like, me, Tommy, Ty, and Khalil were all very stressed. And it sucked for, like, the set because I hated that it was...
that stressful feeling, yeah.
Well, not even that, but I hate that that tone was set like for, you know what I'm saying, the set and the actors. Like I hated that they had to see that. Yeah. But again, we were all like growing and learning together. Like obviously like we will be better next time at make sure it's behind closed doors and nobody has to worry about it. But I did kick him out because I didn't want him under because he be butting it too much.
But I feel like no matter what set you on, whether you've been doing it for 20 years or it's your first one,
you ain't gonna just...
It's gonna be something. Especially if it's a feature film. Maybe
for sure.
You might be able to get that off on a short film, get it done quick. But a feature film, I'm assuming...
You gotta put some time in.
You're gonna put some time in.
There's a lot more
it's
work
gonna
that
be
goes into that. Yeah.
And then, we were also... We had maybe 2 PAs at the max. 1 PA majority of our filming. We had a sound, and it was us. So we were the crew. You know what I mean? So we were not only was, and this is my stress. I was the actor, I was the producer, and then when I wasn't on camera, I'm putting up bags on the windows to make sure the blackout. Then I have to go pick up the food. So it was we were just we were just stressed.
Yeah.
It was time.
We were doing everything.
It was everything.
Hold your mic up. You gotta hold your mic up.
I'm so
No,
sorry.
you're good. You're good.
Yeah, we were doing everything. Tommy was the camera person, the PA, the driver. He was everything. Everybody did their part though. I mean, even like Darius and Kayla and stuff, like they never like complained. They always were like, "Oh, like, do you need us to put up the bags too?" I'm like, "No, y'all don't have to, but like, it don't make it go about faster if y'all want to."
She lying. She would not. She would literally do it herself too. Like I say,
I
you do
would.
something wrong.
He would not.
She's like, watch out, move. And then she's sitting there putting bags. Mom, Eula, you cannot be putting bags up. I can do it. Y'all not doing it how I want y'all to do it. Like y'all, like she's not do anything. She's like, move, just go block, go practice your lines.
Oh wow.
Go practice.
So, one thing though, from like I guess like getting the cast together, how was the like audition process? Like finding y'all lead. I know, like from an actor's perspective too. Like how was it? Like did you have to audition to go through lines? Like how many rounds was it?
I thought it was. Listen, if they would have told me they had 50,000 behind this movie, I would have probably believed them. Off the rip, just because the app that I got the submission, from, it was Backstage, which that's like an app like for actors. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you'll find some like local, like films on there, but I wasn't expecting like Khalil to be sending me like a movie, like, opportunity through Backstage. You know what I'm saying? I'll be on there trying to get on HBO and shit. Like, what I'm saying? I was trying to roll with the big steppers. And when I seen it and it said paid, I said, hold up, this gotta be fake. I said, this gotta be fake.
Local?
In the
and I'm like, hold up.
Local? Because
it was some bullshit. I had just got back into the account. I'm like, damn, I had missed it. I had missed my opportunity. Like, I got picked for Euphoria season 2. I missed it. I missed it because I was locked out the shit. I'm like, goddamn. So I got back in there and I was pissed. And I was about to just delete the whole account. And then the next day, I got the opportunity from Khalil. And I'm like, what the fuck? And it said paid and shit. I'm just like, well, shit, I might as well. Shit, they going to pay me to be there. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I wanted to see what the script was like. Once I seen what the script was like, I'm like, okay. I was nervous. Because for real, I'd never been in no movie before. I only, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm an actor. I'm just natural. You know what I'm saying? It's just like that. You know? Okay. But I never been in no movie before, so then I'm like, oh, shit. So I'm like, maybe I don't like how I be looking on camera. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, maybe I should probably practice so I don't look too stupid. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when they really trying to audition me. Yeah. So I went and grabbed up all my friends, and I did different blocks with all of them. Oh, really? Did it with all of them. Yep, we was switching characters. We was doing all type of shit. I'm like, yeah, y'all gonna help me get this shit. Make sure it makes sense. You feel me? So after I did that shit, I mean, they had it, and then the auditions was at the library. I thought that was professional. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, who the fuck else is being at the library at fucking 8 o'clock in the morning? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm
that's locked in.
I'm like, what? Like, this is professional. So, and then like the room was like real professional, and then Eula, I think she was on FaceTime. She was in LA. Like, I'm thinking this is big shit. Like, I'm like,
this is about that.
I'm like, yo, listen. These motherfuckers, he done got him a director from LA. You know,
that is kind of
Netflix joint right here.
Listen, this is what I'm saying. I'm like, yo, I done really did something.
That is.
But I
calling
did
their parents like, yo, mom, I done came up.
I thought it was a local joint. I'm sitting in a room in the library.
The director in LA. I would have tripped out.
They got the big screen FaceTime. I'm talking to the screen like they can see me.
Literally, I'm like, this is crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I had never met Eula before this point. So I'm thinking like, oh shit, like we about to be in front of this big camera lady from LA. Like, she know what she doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? So now it's like, okay.
We flying the bit. Like,
you feel me? So I'm like, yo, she flying in for this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, all right,
you didn't know Eula was from.
I didn't know she was from Buffalo. I thought she was flying in to come and do the movie. So I'm like, I gotta be on my P's and Q's. So you know what I'm saying? And then when I went in and I did my audition, I did it a couple times. Like, she made me do it a couple times. So it's like, she ain't even give me that automatic feeling like, oh, you got it, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like,
she didn't give it no way.
Shoo! I'm like, oh,
the whole time.
She got me swayed.
Your face was, I'm like, she like, I was like,
Oh no!
Yeah, like
No
she like
emotion,
he was like,
I be
have me do it
thinking,
again.
y'all.
I feel like
I'm like,
I never went to audition where they had like mad time. She bring the other actor and come back in. Y'all gonna do this together. This
Yes.
is.
I like to see the chemistry.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, so it was like
No, you do gotta see
it was crazy though. Like it was
That's the theater in me.
it was really raw though. It was crazy because I'm like, oh shit, like yo, she not playing, like you know what I'm saying. And I had only did one other audition for this before. I had signed up for some bullshit, just tried to do this Disney shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You talking about
my celebrity experience. I'm coming for y'all. Y'all got a lawsuit coming for y'all.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Celebrity
Yeah,
experience.
the celebrity experience. Y'all got a lawsuit coming for y'all. I'm not playing. I want all my money back. But
you gave them the money?
Huh?
You gave them
Listen,
the money?
I gave him a portion.
Hold on, wait.
I gave him a portion.
Can we get into that?
Yes.
Is that okay with you?
Yes.
Y'all all got skipped by them?
I no.
I
You
didn't
got
get
skipped.
skipped.
I ain't giving them no
I get
goddamn money.
skipped.
You gave them the money.
I was poor. I ain't had that
Type shit.
My mom said, you
What
ain't.
are you,
Wait, so break down.
what are we talking
yeah,
about?
what
What
was
happened?
the-
Yeah, what
So
what was
I
the
don't
thing?
know like when y'all exactly went, but I came when they was at that.
I saw you there.
You saw me there?
I saw
Okay,
you
so you was there. You was there. They had it downtown.
They had the black lady from Big Time Rush there.
Yes, they had the assistant from Big Time Rush there, y'all. I'm thinking this shit is legit. I'm like, yo, this is.
I remember that.
I'm like, yo, this is what's up. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Shit.
So
I love BTI.
like, I'm like, you know, those my
This
niggas.
is nasty.
BTR is crazy.
So gross.
But y'all, long story short, them white people got up in there.
Oh my god.
And they had all these people go through these auditions and stuff. And then, like, you know what I'm saying, we thinking we really getting chose, like they really exposing talent, like, you know what I'm saying, in our city. Just for you to get to the second half of the audition process, where you come in and then they slap a contract on here for you and they just expect you to have $2,500. Between $1,000 and $2,500, like, just like right there. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
It's basically a camp.
it's like a camp, and then they don't even pay for your flight. They don't pay for your flight. They just they pay for they put a discount on the hotel that you were staying at. A discount,
like-
And
You
then
get
you go
10%.
meet Disney stars
Don't
and
that
they
sound
rude as fuck
like,
to you.
I don't want to say their name. Don't
I ain't
that sound
gonna-
like
Yeah.
the joint we get submitted to?
Oh yeah.
Actually?
yeah.
That might have
So
been them niggas.
and it was the creative director for the most recent Power Rangers movie. Whoever you is, I'm gonna catch you. I'm gonna find you on that illustration list.
Hey,
that be at the end and
Give
shit.
my
I'm
man
gonna
his
catch you.
money back, man.
But yeah,
Get my
y'all
man's
definitely
money
gonna
back
have to
right
see me.
now.
Y'all definitely gonna have to see me for that. But
they-
anyways,
wow.
back to the Levi though, because
Yeah,
this
yeah,
was
back to
real
Levi,
legit.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Real raw shit though. But like, it was like I didn't know that if I was really gonna get it or not. And then I got called back to do my second audition, and this one was at Buff State. So I'm like, yo, these motherfuckers is like, they doing the damn thing.
Go Bengals.
So I'm like, all right. And then the room that we was doing it in, again this time, it was crazy. But this time we was acting out scenes with other actors. So it was other people, and then I'm talking to some of the people that's out there and waiting to do their lines.
Yeah.
And these people is from like out of town and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, couple people was local, couple people was out of town. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they drove in for this, and I'm just like, oh shit, like this is crazy. And I blocked for Eula probably about like 6 to 7 times. We did it like 3. Well, actually, probably a little bit more than that. I think we did it like 3 times with each girl that was supposed to get the lead role. So it was a couple times, and I'm just like, I hope I'm not getting dry. Like you know what I'm saying? I'm just like having all these subconscious thoughts and shit like that.
Doing it so many
But
times.
I thought it was raw as hell because it was like they was really putting me through the ringer. Like, yo, do you really want this? And I'm
I mean,
like,
that was also like, it was, Khalil said that's the theater in me, like putting somebody else with that person who's gonna, because I mean, like, well, one, I need to see the chemistry anyway, because if it's not in person, it's not gonna be on camera, and I refuse to do anything low quality. But also to see if you can, one, take direction without getting frustrated, and also if you take the direction well and utilize it and do what, you know what I'm saying, or, you know, work towards what I'm saying, and also doing it multiple times, because that's what you do with movies. You could do takes up to 30 times. Not kidding. Like, you know what I'm saying, you may have to do a scene 30 times. You know what I'm saying? So
You may have to do it 30 times and come back and do the shit again.
well, yeah. So, like, you know, I just want to make sure that they were up to that, especially people who haven't done it before, you know, because it's grueling. It is.
Yeah.
It's gonna take a toll eventually. Like all these scenes that you're doing, and you're doing them multiple times. Like, so, but the audition process was dope. We had more people than we really actually expected turnout wise.
Oh wow. Any like really bad auditions? No names, but like
Absolutely. There was some bad auditions.
Oh.
There was a lot of bad auditions. But me and Eula see different. Eula see is either you good or you bad. Me, I'm like, they came all the way out here. You know, you could have flew from California. If you're bad acting, you're a bad actor.
Yeah.
No, I didn't like that person. Damn, they nice.
They came all the way over here.
I think
that's not the character.
The only person that we like immediately knew had a role was Tasha.
Tasha's the only one I didn't have to go through.
She didn't have to go through a second audition.
We just
it was like
and she auditioned for a whole completely different part, but she really just did so
well. You know
well.
Darius, she actually auditioned for Crystal. So
Who was
Rosamund. Tasha was
the mom.
Oh, you never met the mom.
Oh, you never met the mom.
Oh, okay. No, I think I did meet her in the University Plaza when we were shooting at nighttime. I think because y'all was about to switch into a different scene.
Oh, the Tops. When we were at Tops.
Yeah, I think I did meet her then.
She was Eula fell in love. She got the role.
Yeah, she did.
I said, but for Crystal, you was like, yes. I said no.
I liked her for Crystal.
I said I see her with my mom. He was like, and then she ended up seeing the vision. Like, okay, I get it.
Right. See, and you got to understand that actors, just because they're all in the same project, might not meet each other because they might not have any scenes together.
Yeah.
Which is always that was a weird thing to get in my head as a kid. Like, well, translating from seeing shows as a kid to like seeing behind the scenes and stuff is that like just because they're all in the show together, they might never meet.
You might see some other stuff that scene one may be filmed on the last day.
Yeah, yep.
Like,
it gets
or like the next day, like say we did a scene May 5th and Darius was at school, and then right after at school you walk out and you go home. That scene walking out the building may be filmed on June 8th or something like that.
Yeah, that was
the craziest process.
We had to get that figured out because we do like small skits and stuff just to like promote the pod and everything. And so we had to get in the habit of like, just because it's written in that direction, we don't got to shoot the scenes like that because like the lighting changes, like because film in the morning, but by the time you get to the afternoon, you haven't gotten a half of the stuff.
And just shooting a little skit a take.
It could take a couple hours.
I know
It'd take a little skit. So
it's a couple takes.
Yeah, let alone a full feature film.
Full feature, so I'd probably tap out. I ain't gonna hold you.
I wanted to ask y'all because I've noticed this because y'all been working on Levi for a while, and I've noticed this myself just looking at social media. Y'all marketing has been fucking impeccable. Sorry for cursing. Fucking impeccable.
Sorry for cursing.
Well, because it was unnecessary, but that just that's the only word I could think of to like solidify it. It was fucking impeccable. What was the mindset for that? Like, did y'all go into it like that, or did it just go with the flow? Like, how did that work?
I mean, Khalil he was talking about marketing in the middle of shooting.
Yeah.
Like, he was
like, he's a very like the shooting first. Let's get the movie done.
Let's get it done first. Yeah.
Him and Tommy are very business mindset people. Me, I'm I'm worried about the art.
Right.
But they're very like this is how we going, whatever. But Khalil had already thought about the marketing and how much we were going to put into it, how much we were going to spend, all this type of stuff. I only came up with one thing, and that was doing the single and doing open verse challenge. Other than that, everything else that you see is Khalil and Ty. Like they were already strategizing before we even picked up the camera. So
it's important to do that because I feel like a lot of people are so good at what they do, music, anything, but marketing is where they lack. And marketing is they will put out a song and they'll just put it on Facebook and they put a link. They won't do a little snippet in the car. They won't, they don't build it up. Because they just feel like it's gonna blow up like that. There is also good at marketing. If you follow 14 Mafia, their marketing is insane as well.
Oh, y'all cooking.
They'll put out a snippet this coming up and it builds traction.
Yeah.
So. And I also go to school for that. I'm in PR and advertising, so my mind is already set on how I want to get everything done. And I still have so much more to do. And I'm also we're meeting with marketing strategists and consultants, because I take this as a business. This is a business.
Yeah.
We put money into this.
Yeah.
So this is a business.
Yeah.
So we have to treat it as such. You know what I mean? The art is important. I leave that to Eula for the art when it comes to the sound, the music, the picture. But when it comes to like the money and the marketing and making sure we get a good viewing, I definitely put that to that's me.
He raw at it too.
Now,
You
marketing
raw
is
at
tough.
it too, though.
Thank you.
I didn't know you was for y'all. We gotta get them on here. We gotta get them on.
Yeah.
On the list.
You
That's
gonna
my
spend
brother
back?
behind
Yeah,
the
you gonna
screen,
spend
too.
back. Yeah, we gotta get y'all on here, but
And Fortune Mafia was all all 3 of y'all was in.
Yeah, all three of
All
us
three
was
of
in the
them were
movie.
in, yeah.
okay.
Yep,
dope.
all 3 of us was in here. That was real raw for us because I'm like, yo, we about to be in our first film, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it was just like a lot of back-to-back traction for us. So it was just
Especially Tay, because he was just there, and I'm like, I need you to do the small
He
speaking.
bet.
This speaking role.
He bet. I'm like, oh, yeah, I do it. You might see Tay 4 different times.
When an opportunity presents itself,
You
you
gotta
take
take
that
it.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you take that shit.
For sure.
Now we talked about Love the Jeans and we opened in the Open Verse Challenge. How did that come about? First, who came up with that? Second, love, like how?
So, when we talked about, because we're doing an original soundtrack, like the entire soundtrack.
Yeah.
So, we were just, thinking of like ways to like promote that to make people want to be a part of it. And I instantly thought of just doing a small competition of an open verse, getting someone who has that traction in Buffalo. And at first we were in talks with J-Skis. But then that just kind of fell through just timing wise. Like we just couldn't get it together. And then what actually happened is I work with and do a lot of content for Love the Genius now. Like photography wise, video wise. Like she's literally about to drop so much stuff that I did. So, I just asked her and we were obviously willing to pay.
Yeah.
And so I was just like, what do you think about, I just presented. I'm like, hey, we're doing this for the movie. Like, we want to do open verse. Like, what do you think about so-and-so? And she was just like, I'll do it. And beautiful. She just was like, she's down for like, because she actually like, I don't know if anybody really knows this, but she really loves film and stuff. Like, that's some type of stuff that she would like to do. So we had that in common. So she was really down for like doing it because she was like, it's really dope what you guys are doing. Like, I would love to be a part of it. So she really just came through clutch for us, like on some real stuff. Like so we're really appreciative of that, like on some real. So once I got that locked in, we were like, it's time to launch this. The beat is done by, what is his producer name? Yeah, his Buffalo Hungry artist Hunger. Sorry, Dan, I'm so sorry. But we had producers submit some stuff, and we sent 3 beats to Love, and then she ended up choosing that one. She put down the verse and the chorus, and was like, "Here." He was like, "Bet." So we did that.
That's nice.
And y'all got y'all winner, the Source Academy kid. That's it. Yeah, that's his artist name. I found that on Instagram.
I think so.
That's his artist name.
name.
Okay,
Well,
that's actually crazy.
Would it be on his birth certificate?
Well, no, I was asking. That's how Rick do me. That's how Rick do me. I was asking, is that just his Instagram or is that his artist name? But so what was that process like picking? Did you guys pick? Did Love pick? Was it a group?
No,
Like,
so Love
pick
kind
the one?
of left it up to us. Like she trusted us that we would pick,
the right person.
So it was between me, Khalil, Ty, Tommy, and Dan. We just kind of we obviously set a deadline, and then we came up. We met up on. Damn, I'm fucking up. We met up on Zoom. I was gonna say Skype. Like what?
That's 2007.
I haven't had nothing to drink and I don't smoke. I swear. So we ended up just having a Zoom meeting and we just talked about who we really liked.
Yeah.
And we came up with a top 7. I mean, it was a hard decision because it was between Source and Captivated, and who was the third one?
That was the 2. That was the 2 that we really
No, Biz
set
was
to.
in the top 3. Biz, that one guy.
I just know. I remember the first when we got on the Zoom. They Captivated a Source.
Yeah,
That was the first
they
people.
were.
Captivated C is an amazing artist.
Yeah.
And she's like, she's crazy. When I seen her enter the competition, I'm like, oh yeah, she damn near got it.
Yeah. So it was a very hard decision.
Yeah, that's
Oh, word?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
a little
okay.
homie from work.
Shout out producer Ray, the voice of it. You're like, who's talking?
That's Lonely from work. She nice, yo.
Oh, okay.
So she gonna be on the soundtrack. We ain't passing that up.
It was difficult because I looked at the hashtag, and this is just the hashtag 77, and like people put on for the hashtag. Mm-hmm. That's a lot. Like I was like 77 people to get the confidence and courage to go on Instagram and post a verse.
That's not
for
easy.
an independent film. That makes that, I feel like that right there. Just I don't care. You know what I mean? At that point, I was like, that is amazing. You know what I mean?
Emotion, right?
Yeah, no, it is. It is for real.
Because it could have been 0 people. They could be like,
it could have been 5. Yeah,
it could have been. Yeah,
and that is a risk you run doing Buffalo stuff.
Yeah, but that's why it was important to make sure that we had someone with, who I thought had a good like
support,
just like. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, support or like fans, like really good fans. Like I didn't want nobody that had like, fans. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't want your cousin trying to spit on this verse, and I'm not picking.
Because then everybody just be like, oh, that's just Trey from up the street. I don't want to be on that.
So yeah.
So I wanna ask you guys some individual questions. I'll just go this way since that's how y'all say.
Okay.
So Whou, I wanted to ask you. What made you want to become an actor, and what made you want to make music? Like what made you want to get into entertainment in general?
As a whole?
As a general, it's kind of crazy. Well, let's start from the beginning of time. So,
day one. Let's go to day one. Okay.
We ain't gonna be able to answer nothing.
When I was real younger though, my grandma used to always record me with a camcorder. She used to always record me, tell me that she was gonna send these footages into Jerry Springer and the Maury Show and all these other people and shit that she used to watch.
Jerry Springer is crazy.
Like
for the little kids.
Yes.
What
you
you say about these camcorders?
So, some of them I would be just like making up stories, lying, just like telling the whole story about what happened.
Not lying,
acting. Telling the whole story about what happened throughout my day and stuff like that. Just lying, like the whole thing. But it was so good, and it's like she actually started to record me because she's like, "Why is you really just coming home from school like making up stuff?" You know? And I'm just like, just putting on a good show. So, honestly, it just always been in me from that as far as acting. Like, just developed over time for real, you know what I'm saying? It was into my character, like, you know what I'm saying? So my personality. When it comes down to music, I always been in love with music. I didn't know what I was really, I didn't know I was going to get so in tune with music, actually. Until 2018, I was throwing parties. I was a real big event planner here. I used to throw real good parties and stuff, and it actually got me in contact with artists because artists wanted to then start coming to perform to my parties. They wanted me to come throw parties out of town. So one artist from New York City actually hit me up, and he like, "Yo, I'm trying to make you a song for your joint, your business that you got going on." I'm like, "Word?" He like, "Yeah." He like, "I'm gonna come there, throw a party. I'm gonna come there. We're gonna record it, all that." I'm like, "You dead ass." Like, yo, he dead ass. So I'm like, I bet. So we did that, and his little brother ended up going to college here, and I ended up meeting him later on down the line. But like, we did that, and he used to be like, "All right, come on." Like, he would invite me on trips that he was taking, like, you know what I'm saying, while he's venturing out on establishing his artist career. Yeah. So it's like I'm seeing all of that, and like I was in the studio with Fatboy SSC one time, and I was just seeing them like mess up, like they were just messing up. And it was like, before I used to think like established rappers really go in the studio and they just spaz, and that's it. That's the standard. Yeah. That's what you have to do to be an artist. And once I seen that, it was kind of just like, okay. But I still didn't have no substance. I didn't know how I was going to pull it together. I didn't know how I was going to, you know what I'm saying, be able to tell, you know what I'm saying, stories through music. I didn't know how I was going to express myself through music. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff I still be like, you know what I'm saying, like, shying away from, like, you know what I'm saying, to even reveal, like, you know what I'm saying, through music and stuff like that. So it'd be hard to, you know what I'm saying, conjure up those emotions and, you know what I'm saying, put it on the platform. You know what I'm saying? It's not just so easy. It's a skill that you really have to practice. Right. But seeing them mess up really just gave me the confidence, like, yo, these niggas is messing up. And I'm just like, I used to be one of them niggas, like, everybody freestyling. I'm waiting. I'm going to go second, third, you know what I'm saying, to get my shit together. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to come in this bitch and I'm going to set it on flames and I'm leaving. You know what I'm saying? Cool. So, shit, I used to be in the studio just listening and shit. And I'm just like, all right.
He's like, I'm
After
better
that,
than these niggas.
you know what I'm saying? After that, I really, you know what I'm saying? I went through a period, you know what I'm saying? I lost some friends, gained some brothers, like, you know what I'm saying? Who was on some different level type shit. I started learning new shit. And then after that, shit, one of his family members had a studio. We was already doing YouTube. So, did a rap challenge and boom. The rest is,
that was it?
The rest is history. Like, I really took it, like how Khalil is with marketing. Like, I was really just trying to be, I'll manage you guys. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get in contact with all the people. We're going to be out here. You guys do the rap. You know what I'm saying? But they did not let up on me, man. They did not let up on me. Because like, we would freestyle all the time in the car. So they like, what are you not doing this?
Yeah.
And I'm just
you
like,
here, right? You here.
I'm like, all right, y'all, yeah, I ain't gonna be pussy. I'm gonna do it. Fuck it.
Okay. Well, I like that. That was dope.
Just willing to do it.
Yeah, just.
I think you were just gonna. Be
this is what I am. Yeah, this is what I am. So Eula, you are a well-renowned videographer and photographer in the town. You've been cooking for a while now.
A minute.
What got you into wanting to do film, wanting to be a photographer, videographer, all that? What got you into that in the beginning?
Well, I mean, film's always been something I wanted to do since a little kid. But I wanted to be an actress. I mean, I'm still going to, you know what I'm saying, do that. Yeah. I'm still going to do that because I do love acting. Okay. So I wanted to be an actress. My mom put me in school at performing arts since 5th grade. I went from 5th until I graduated. And I studied theater. 9th grade, long story short, 9th grade, we did like a contest where we had to like take fairy tales and make them work in one short play. So like you had to write, and I instantly wrote, kind of like Shrek. So like you have all these and they're intertwined in the world. Like how did they connect? How did they meet? I literally took that and ran, and I wrote the whole. We had groups, but I wrote the whole thing. And I was like, I'm sorry guys, you guys want to whatever? They're like, no, this is fine. I'm like, all right, bet.
I just got a grade.
So
I'm jealous. Hey, right.
So then
let her ride.
We improv it in front of the class, and then everyone had to vote which one they wanted to like put on for the end of the year. So we made it a production. And they chose ours. And I was like, what? That's crazy. And so they're like, okay, you have to pick somebody to be the director. And everybody pointing at me. I said, the fuck? Hell no. I want to be in it. Like, what y'all mean? I don't want to tell people what to do. But everybody picked me. So I was like, I guess. And I just fell in love with doing that. I mean, I don't know. Like, it's something about, like, I mean, the writing too. But, like, just being able to, like, have this stuff in your head, put it on paper, on the laptop, and then put it on the screen, and people are like, wow, this made me feel this way. Like, to be able to make people cry, like, from some shit that was in your head is crazy to me. And I love that feeling. Like, you know what I'm saying? Make people feel all these type of emotions for a good 2 hours, and you're sitting here like, I did that. That's fire. You know what I mean? So I did that, and then I got into photography in college. I kind of stepped away from film because I was trying to go to college. Fuck college. I hate it. Hate school. But I
did my bit.
Yeah, I took a Photoshop class, and so I started doing photography, and I was like, wow, this is kind of dope too. Like, it's like movies, but just stills. Like, I can still tell the story, but it's just not moving.
Yeah.
So then I just came home, and I started doing that more. And then I mean, honestly, to be real with y'all, I don't know how the hell this shit happened. Like, I don't know how I got on the mini tour. I don't know how I started shooting with the, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. It just took off. Like, I invest myself in my art so much that I become better, like, by practicing. So, like, the self-portraits that I post that you guys see, it's just me practicing. If I like it, I post it because I think it look nice. But, like, I started doing that as just practice. I practice on my niece and I practice on myself. And then, I mean, it just took off. So, I mean.
Yo, 10,000 hours you put in that.
Yeah. I mean, I did put in the work for that. And so it took off, which I didn't think was going to take off. But then so once photography kind of just like went crazy, and I felt like I put my foot indoors because I was trying to do film too, like at the same time, but it wasn't working. Like, I couldn't get nobody. Tommy was the only person that was like by my side. I couldn't get nobody. I couldn't get cameras. I couldn't get equipment. I couldn't get actors. Like, I had 2 films that failed. Like, I never got them off the ground. Like, we started filming and we had to stop filming because people bailed out. They didn't want to do it anymore. So yeah, I mean, I ended up was like, okay, let me take a break again. So I just wrote a bunch of stuff. I have like 50 scripts. Like, most of them are short films. I have a a full feature one, but I'm not doing that till later. But and I was like, I'm just keep doing photography. And then once I got my foot in the doors and those certain connections, I kind of was like, all right, I'm gonna start doing short films again. Okay. So then me and Tommy did one, which is gonna drop sometime. I don't know. It's finished. I just haven't dropped it. Okay. And then Khalil was like, feature film. And I was like, hell yeah. And so now it's like I'm still doing the photography, but and now I'm ready to do the film thing full on though. Like, so y'all gonna see photography a little bit, but it's about to vanish. Okay. On some real. So, yeah.
So, Khalil, I wanted to ask you, what made you want to be an actor? You kind of told us what got you in the writing. It was just you was trying to create your own opportunity. But what made you want to become an actor and go to auditions and experience that? What made you want to do that?
So I've always had a big personality. I may not be so big, like my personality might not be showing now, but usually, my personality is big, and teachers are always like, you should be a lawyer, you should be this. I'm like, no, I like making people laugh. I feel like being a lawyer is so negative. All that stuff is just politicians. All that stuff just brings so much negativity to it. Right. And so I think right in high school, I watched the movie and I was like, I want to act. I said, this is exactly what I want to do. I started doing YouTube skits. Like you guys were saying skits. That was my main thing. It's still on my YouTube channel. Got like a few thousand views. I'm a little proud of it. I didn't delete them because, yes, they're cringy. So don't watch them. But it's still, I want to keep it there because I want people to see how hungry I was. You know what I mean? I was so hungry.
Views ain't no slouch.
And I was so hungry that I reached out to Eula at 16 years old. I was 15, 16. And I was friends with her. And this is a full circle moment. I said, Eula, can you direct one of my YouTube videos? She said, yeah, it would be a price. Mind you, I'm 16. I think she wanted some money. I was like, I'm broke. I said, oh, damn.
Like,
she said, this is my fee. I said, because I always had her on Facebook now. Because, like, she don't know this, but, like, she had her friend on Facebook for a long time. And I will always see her, like, videos and talk about directing. And I'm like, no one on my page talks about film. So I'm like, I always will, like, interact with her posts. She said she didn't have actors. I used to comment. She was like, need actors. Me. I'll act. And it became a full circle moment though. And I was like, from the YouTube videos to now a feature film. So acting is just me. It's just something I love. I love just being myself and being able to have people, feel the type of way of me, interpreting my art through that and my actions. Okay. So that's kind of what inspired me to be an actor.
That's dope. Okay. So I wanted to ask, you guys don't have to tell us, but you guys seem like you had a good time creating Levi for the most part. Seemed like. Yeah. Is there? I know it was a couple of issues, but
over 30 on that.
Yeah, for the most part, y'all had a good time. Is there more stuff from this crew coming soon?
I can add a few things. It's a lot of stuff that is still in the works. So I know Eula's writing a film, but I also am writing my next film. So I'm writing my next film and my next project. And this one is going to be a solo writing project. I might ask some writers, but I got this idea that I'm stuck on, and I'm going to be pitching it to a bunch of producers. And I want to film this summer, right after the premiere. I'm ready to go. Like I'm ready to go because I want this to be my career. I feel like we are. Because I'm a manager at Chick-fil-A, and I'm like, I be at Chick-fil-A. I'm like, this is not me.
I don't want to do this.
And
shit.
I'm like, after the premiere, I'm like, okay, after I market this, let's see what the income gets. We're gonna invest it again. We're gonna invest the money in again, and we're gonna do it again, and we're gonna do it again, and we're gonna actually make. Because people make movies and they stop. They didn't do Buffalo movies. They stop. They're like, all right, and nobody hears from them again. That's not my journey. That's not my destiny. I'm doing my next movie, and also our team is really Deuce King. I don't know if you know Deuce King. He did Conflicted. Conflicted is with Benny the Butcher. They do a Buffalo movie, and they want our team. He wants our team specifically. He said he didn't reach out to nobody else. He wants me, Eula, Tommy, Ty on that set. When they start filming.
It's over here.
Okay. And I think that whatever that's to be determined. So, but they want us there. So I know film is the future. Film is the future in the next year or so, and I know that's my career.
Okay.
That's crazy looks. You already planning your next film. You already got reached out by already established creatives and whatnot. I just like Buffalo growing.
Oh yeah,
on the entertainment.
It's the renaissance right now. Yeah, creative renaissance.
And I'm not gonna lie. I really think we're the forefront of it. Like I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to be like, oh, like it's just us. But if you really look at it and you go to like social media and you see people our age, they are doing it, but they aren't doing it. Like I feel like and I'm not judging nobody, but you can see the work and the quality with somebody, what they post on Facebook, what they post on Instagram. You see that, and I'm like, what we do, we put money, we put time, we put hours, we put sleepless nights, tears, sweat into all of this. And I feel like some people just put 1/3 of it and be like, yeah, I'm that.
Yeah.
No, we're doing like
I cried over this film.
Music, clothes, acting, photography, act like film. Like this is 3-dimensional group right here, and I feel like not a lot of people are 3-dimensional. They're one. Like they're just like, all right, this is it.
This is what
we
I'm
are.
doing, that's it.
If we're not doing this, we doing this.
Yeah.
We're not doing that, we doing this. It's insane. So
You got to put in the work,
are in
man.
the forefront of this renaissance, and I'm ready to really show them after Levi that we about to get some shit shaken.
We better.
Yes,
I've cried over this thing.
Yeah.
We did. Let me just. I did.
Like something gonna shake.
I mean, it was we had planned to film. We had like plotted out like the timeline for the film, and me.
Yeah, you
Oh
good?
my God.
You good? Not on the RP podcast, please.
Oh, why are you checking?
Don't be getting this water. It's still bad for you.
You all good?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
wrong stroke.
But
Oh, you got took it
So
out
we
by
had-
Cold Spring.
we had a certain timeline that we had to like film the what? Shh, I'm trying to tell my story.
Sponsors.
Quiet. And so we ended up not finishing it in the time frame that we had. So it was a little tension, obviously, like on Khalil's part, especially because he's the funder. So like, you know what I'm saying? Like it was a lot. And so me and Tommy, like, so we didn't finish. And then, so we kind of talked to Khalil and Ty, not too much. We were in the parking lot, Tops of University. We filmed the Lassie that we were filming for like that time.
Oh, that's the hood. Shout out.
We literally,
shout
we
out
literally went and he was like, we'll talk another time, whatever. And I remember he was basically cussing Tommy out on the phone. Because he was like, I didn't take it to heart. Like, I didn't think that he was being mean or like he was whatever. Like, obviously, tensions are hard. We worked hard and this is something we love. You
Yeah,
this
drop
money.
bread on it. Yeah.
So he's just like, I trusted you guys to finish this in the time frame, and that hurt my heart. It did when he said that, and I could hear him. Tommy's like trying to play it cool, and I was like, dang. So we in the parking lot. Me and Tommy went in the car, and I bawled my eyes out. Tommy's just like looking at me. He like tried to touch me. I'm like, don't touch me. All dramatic and shit, right?
Don't touch
And so I'm
me.
just like bawling my eyes out because I was like, damn, like someone trusted me to do this with something I love, and I didn't, and I failed, and I was so heartbroken. But we obviously picked it back up and we finished it. We did what we had to do. But that was a moment where I was like,
No, it shows you care though.
I was like, I cried for like 2 days straight.
That day was because it was hectic. I was like,
it was very hectic
because we when it comes to renting, you can't go over my insurance.
Oh yeah, fuck.
My insurance didn't cover it either. Everybody's insurance didn't cover it. So I said, what time y'all need, Eula? And they was like, we just need this time. So when I did all the paperwork and the insurance, I'm calling the guy. He's like, okay, you're covered from May this to this. If anything after that day happens, you are not covered. Somebody gets hurt on set. If something happens, you are not covered. You are liable. You will go to jail. I'm not getting sued. You know what I mean? And I have insurance. I just paid all this money, so it's like I have nothing. I can't pay these people, so I'll go. It's gonna be fucked up for me. So I just was like, I said, what's the time frame? So at that point, it was like the camera had to go back the next day. I had to drive to Rochester. Mind you, it was 3 in the morning. I drive to Rochester at 8 in the morning that day. I'm like, so what we did we get anything done? Nah. I was like, it's over. I said, I thought it went down. I believe that went down the drain.
Yeah.
But I think what was good, and I'm so glad that this happened, is Eula came back like with a fresh idea. You know what I mean? She came back with like, we got new dates. Let's do this. Let's do that. I want to get this done. And I was actually more excited for that because I was like, instead of her taking that and saying this is my failure, now not only is Khalil this much in debt, we didn't finish the movie. Now I feel like a failure. She said she came up with other options, and we ended up.
Let's figure this out.
Yeah. We had to.
I didn't have my mental state was not to figure this.
We went too
My
far
mental
not to
state
finish
was-
that, man.
My mental state was I'm done. I'm not doing this shit again.
But see, that's why y'all a team though. That's why y'all a team.
Oh,
And
yeah.
that's why it worked because when you was kind of feeling down, even though y'all both was feeling down, Eula came and picked y'all back up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
teams is important.
You got anything else?
Well, no, I was just gonna ask him like, y'all kind of like, I guess locked in at this point. Everything's kind of like, what's the runtime for the overall
90.
movie? 90 minutes.
90 minutes.
Look at me, I don't know.
It might be shy 90.
Oh, I was the runtime.
It might be shy 90 minutes because I was excessive with writing, and you was like, you don't need that. Like we don't.
I did cut some scenes.
Cut this. This doesn't make sense.
I
Why
did
you got
cut
this
some
in
scenes, I
there?
did.
Like you're right. I just thought it'd be funny. So it'll be between 70 to 90 minutes. Right?
Okay.
See, that's a full length.
And before we close it out, do you guys have any advice for anybody that's trying to get into film going forward?
Do it.
Yeah,
Just
literally
do it.
just do it.
We this was all of our. Everybody on set was the first time. This was not a second time, third time. Like some actors acted before. I've been acting for 6 years, but everything is a first. We all were in a position for the first time. So like we were the just do it group, and it's like we just did it. So if you are sitting around at home, you're like, damn, I want to get into film. You just gonna be sitting in your room doing that then, because you gotta really get up and start doing your research and doing that shit. Like that's what anything you do. If you're not doing it, it's not going to happen. I promise you, it's not gonna drop in your lap.
Find your people too. Like I found I was lucky enough to me and Tommy were friends, but I was lucky enough to find someone who would, do whatever. The short film that we did, we had no budget. Everyone who did it for free. Like camera wise, sound wise. Steven and Luke were the camera people, and sound people.
Shout out to Luck,
yeah, I had actors they did that for free. If you got to find people who believe in you. That's what I mean by find your people. Find the people who believe in you, because they'll do anything to make sure that you get what you want done. I have people that are willing to do what I'm saying, the craziest shit just for me to get to where I want to be, because they believe in my talent so much. So believe in yourself, and then find the people who believe in you that's going to do, do what they got to do with you. You know what I'm saying? But definitely do it. If you wrote something, do it. Take your camera, and you know what I'm saying? Not everything going to be a Hollywood production the first time around. So, you know what I mean? People was mopping floors before they even got a chance to direct. So it's no excuses.
There you go. There you go. Well,
shoot, like they said, if you want to be an actor, shoot, you better just do it. Go apply yourself. Go out there and do it.
Look, just do it, no Nike.
Just do it, no Nike. Put yourself out there.
Yeah.
But we just want to thank y'all for reaching out and pulling up. This was dope. This was great. We got a lot of great information.
Yeah, no, for real. We've done interviews with a couple different people in music, poetry, and even in social work and whatnot. And so this is the first time we really talked to people doing the film side of things. Yeah. And I did a whole production, feature length. So we shot big on that one. Went straight from nothing to full production. Right into it. Yeah. And so just hearing your insight on what it was to make the project, especially in Buffalo, some people from Buffalo, some people not, but just seeing that, and probably gonna, when you see the movie, you're gonna see places that and that's gonna be its own little thing for
people
all
that stuff.
Yeah. So I feel like that's just a cool thing.
Dope. I better see all three at the premiere.
Well,
Hey,
we support.
Hey, listen, RP, we like being on the scene anyway.
RP better be on that red carpet.
Oh, you want to? Hey. You heard it here first. We gotta pull up now. We gotta beat it.
Fit it out.
Yeah, fit it out. Yes, sir.
For real, it's gonna be an event, and I'm not playing. It's like,
hey, listen, we're gonna be on the scene. We did a little something on the scene before. We're gonna do little interviews for y'all. All that.
We'll get y'all perspective on the whole event.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
How y'all like it?
Because we've done that before.
Get y'all media
passes.
Hey, yes.
That's it. That's it right there.
You're not playing.
That's it right there. That's locked.
Then we're gonna be there.
You locked
May 21st. Catch RP on the scene. We talking to people. We're gonna make it happen.
Yeah, May 21st. Be there. Get your daycare ready, man. Get your days off from work.
Get it together.
Do whatever you got to do.
It's a Sunday. Y'all not even working.
It's a Sunday. I work Sunday.
Right after church, take a good nap, eat, and come and. Hallelujah.
At the event.
May 21st, Levi The Film. Don't miss it. Where can they get tickets and stuff, or is that not out?
Not on sale yet.
Not on sale.
Okay. I'm thinking mid-March is when we're gonna shoot.
But all that information is gonna be on Levi The Film
Follow for all
Instagrams.
updates.
Link in the description down below. Just click the link. Follow them
Yep.
and pay attention.
Yeah, we
Now
got all
here,
the
right
socials
here.
in there. So check them out. Follow, subscribe, whatever you gotta do. Just show support.
Show love.
And
Show love.
like they said, we'll see you there.
And we will. And one more time, we'd like to thank y'all for coming. Thank y'all.
Thank
so
Thank
much
y'all,
for
man.
coming out.
Thank y'all.
This is beautiful for y'all. Make sure you like. Make sure you comment. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you ding that notification bell so you know every time we
Ding
drop a
that bitch,
video.
know what I mean?
And most of all,
Go
Rick,
Bills.
what is it, man?
We
Go
love you
Bills. And we love you guys.
Go Bills
Bills, my-
2023.
We
Bills,
talked
my-
about this.